Hi, my name is Mason Asong, and I am an outreach assistant at the Center for Russian, Eastern European, and Eurasian Studies at the University of Kansas. 3 months ago, I lived in Riga, Latvia with a Russian-speaking host family, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the Russian alphabet.
Hi, my name is Elena DeLeo, and I am an outreach assistant for the KU Center for Russian, Eastern European, and Eurasian Studies. Last year, I had the opportunity to live in Irkutsk, Russia, and a few years ago, I got to live in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Russian alphabet. So a few fun facts about Russia. Did you know that Russia has over 160 nationalities? These include people like Russians, Ukrainians, Belarusians, Kyrgyz, and even indigenous groups such as Buryats or Yakuts. There's also a very unique lake in the middle of Siberia. Near Buryatia, Russia, in Irkutsk, Russia, is the world's deepest lake, called Lake Baikal. In Lake Baikal, there are over 10,000 species only found in Lake Baikal, such as the world's only freshwater seals. Russia, interestingly, also has some of the world's most volcanoes, mostly located on the far east side of Russia. On the Kamchatka Peninsula, there are 129 different volcanoes. 29 of them are still active.
Now you may be asking yourself, why should you study Russian? Here are a couple of factors that may influence your decision. Around the globe, there are more than 265 native speakers of Russian. It is one of the 6 official languages recognized by the United Nations. Additionally, if you're looking to make the extra bucks, it is something that will turn your resume from something bland to something grand and will set you apart from the rest of your competitors. And lastly, travel. Russian is spoken in over 15 nations around the world, from Estonia to Ukraine to the Caucasus and even in Central Asia. That makes up more than 1/5 of the world's total landmass.
You may be wondering, where did the Russian alphabet come from? Good question. In the 9th century, 2 brothers named Cyril and Methodius came together to design an alphabet that worked well with the Russian and Slavic sounds, creating the Cyrillic alphabet. It's largely based on Greek, and even today you can see some symbols that share similarities and sounds. So now it's time to learn the Russian alphabet. In this column, I have the Cyrillic letters, or the Russian symbols. And in this column, I have what it sounds like in English. Let's start and go one by one, and repeat after me. Ah. Ah. Repeat after me. Ah. This sounds like the English letter A. Ah. The second letter, B. Repeat after me. B. This is similar to the English letter B. Now to the next one. V. Repeat after me. V. This, although it looks like the English letter B, is more similar to the letter V. V. Next is G. Repeat after me. G. This is similar to the English letter G.
The next letter is D. D. Repeat after me. D. This looks a lot and sounds a lot like the English letter D. Next letter is Y. Y. Repeat after me. Y. While there is no direct analog in the English, it makes the sound Y. Y. Next letter is Yo. Yo. Repeat after me. Yo. This also does not have a direct analog, but makes the sound Yo. Next letter is J. J. Repeat after me. J. This letter also does not have an analog, but is often transliterated into the English alphabet as ZH. J.
The next letter is Z. Repeat after me. Z. This is similar to the English letter Z. Next is E. Repeat after me. E. This is not a direct translation, but it's similar to the EE sound. E, like need. The next letter is ikratkaya. Ikratkaya. This sound is also not found in English, but it sounds like a short EE. E. E. And next we have ka. Repeat after me. Ka. Ka. Similar to the English letter K.
The next letter in the Russian alphabet is L. L. Repeat after me. L. This is like the English letter L. Next we have M. M. Repeat after me. M. This also is very close to the English letter M. Next we have the Russian letter N. N. Repeat after me. N. And this is very similar to the English letter N. And finally, we have the Russian letter O. O. Repeat after me. O. And this is similar to the English letter O.
The next letter is the letter P. Repeat after me. P. P. This is similar to the English letter P. And next we have air. Air. Repeat after me. Air. This is like the English letter R. Now, although it looks like a P, remember it's pronounced air. Next we have S. S. Repeat after me. S. This is like the English letter S. And next we have T. T. Repeat after me. T. This is like the English letter T.
The next letter in the Russian alphabet is U. U. Repeat after me. U. This is like the English double letter O, as in the sound in boot. U. Next letter is F. F. Repeat after me. F. This is like the English letter F. The next Russian letter is H. H. Repeat after me. H. In English, it is often transliterated as KH, but makes a guttural H sound, like H. H. Coming from the back of your throat. Give it a try. H. That sounds great. Next letter is S. S. Repeat after me. S. This also does not have a transliteration, but is often looked at as TS in English. It's like the last two letters in the word cats. Cats. S.
Our next letter in the alphabet is Ch. Ch. Repeat after me. Ch. There's no exact English equivalent to this, but it's similar to the CH sound, like cheese. Che. The next letter is Sh. Sh. Repeat after me. Sh. This is similar to the sound shepherd. Shepherd. Sha. And next is sh. Sh. This is similar to the sound we just did, the sh, but it's closer to the front of your mouth and a bit softer. Sh. There's a Ukrainian cabbage soup called shi. Use that to practice your sound. Shi.
This next set of letters are a little more difficult than the previous set, mainly because they do not have good English analog. The first one is Tyordy znak. Tyordy znak. Repeat after me. Tyordy znak. This means in English, hard sign, and is used in Russian to indicate the hardness of the preceding letter. Tyordy znak. Next letter is uy. Uy. Repeat after me. Uy. This also does not have a direct English translation, and this sound actually does not exist in the English language. Imagine you're saying the word buoy, but with a bit of an accent. Blue. Blue. Ooh. Ooh. Repeat after me. Ooh. That sounds great. Next letter is Miyaki znak. Repeat after me. Miyaki znak. This means soft sign, and much like with the heart sign, this is used to indicate the softness of the letter that precedes it. Miyaki znak.
So now we're on our last three letters. The first one is E. E. Repeat after me. E. This doesn't exactly translate into English, but it's similar to an EH sound, like in egg. E. Next we have U. Repeat after me. U. This is like the English letter, or the English word, you, like you and I. And finally, we have Ya. Repeat after me. Ya. Again, this doesn't have an exact English translation, but it's similar to YA. And fun fact, in Russian, the letter Ya is also a word. That means I. Great job, guys. All right, everyone. Now that we've learned the Russian alphabet, let's try and put it to use. Today we're going to learn how to write our names. But first, let's do a few examples to practice. So first, let's start with the name Lisa. So go ahead and get out your charts and let's figure out which Russian letter corresponds to each English letter. What letter goes with English L? What makes the L sound? Good job. The Russian L. Next is I. What letter makes the I sound? Good job. E. So, interestingly, the Russians do not have the same sound, Lisa. They would instead spell it Lisa. So, for this next letter, we're going to look for the Z sound. What letter makes the Z sound? Good job. The Z. So now we have Liz. We need one more letter. What corresponds to English A? Good job. The Russian A. So now we have our first name, Lisa. Lisa, Lisa. Now we're going to do a more difficult one, my name, which is Elena. So get your charts out again, and what letter corresponds to A? Good job, you remembered it from the last one. A. How about the next letter? L. Good job. L. Now, here's another tricky sound. Elena. As you remember, the letter A is an A sound, but AI together is an A sound. So how we do that in Russian is we combine two letters. It's the E and the I kratkaya. These letters together make the A sound, Ale. How about the letter N? What is that in Russian? Good job. And finally, the last letter, A. Correct. A. And there you have it. Lisa, Lisa, Elena, Elena.
Next, we'll go through a few more challenging ones. The names John and Mason. So as you might remember, the J sound does not exist in Russian, but the Russians have come up with a way to artificially input it into their language. Here, they're using two letters. The D letter, that looks like this, and the Zh letter. Look at your chart. Do you remember which one the Zh is? Oh, you guys are the best. Absolutely. There is our Zh. Next, letter sound in John. ah, O. What letter will we use? The O sound. You guys are too smart. And then lastly, the N. N. And that's absolutely correct. Just like in Elena, this is the N sound. Next, we'll go through the name Mason. Mason. Now take a look at your charts. Find what is the letter M in Russian. M. M. And then next, remember what Elena said last time about the A sound. It doesn't just have an English letter. Do you remember what it is? Absolutely correct. It is the E and the I krepkaya. Great job. Now, we're more than halfway there. What is the S sound in Russian? That's for sure. Looks just like the English C. And to finish it up, O. O. Looks just like the English. And then last letter, just like in John, we will write the Russian N. Now, let's give it a shot with your own name. Pause the video here and be sure to give it a couple of attempts. Show your teacher and then let us know what you think.
And now we're on to our final activity. Look at the sheet in front of you and see numbers 1 through 10. Work with your chart to sound out each letter and find out which U.S. state or city corresponds to each of the numbers. Now pause this video and practice on your own. And when you're ready, play it and I'll go through the answers with you. Number 1 is Kansas. 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 That's where we live. Number 2. Did anyone get number 2? Good job. Montana. 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 Number 3. This one's a little bit tricky, but I bet you guys got it. San Francisco. San Francisco. San Francisco. Next is a city pretty close to us. What do you guys think? Good job. Kansas City. Kansas City. Next we have Boston. 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 How about number 6? What city is number 6? Correct. Chicago. Chicago. Number 7, Michigan. Michigan. This is the U.S. state, Michigan. Next, this is another tricky one. Alaska. Alaska. Number 9, Florida. 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 And finally, we have Colorado. Colorado. Great job, you guys.